A blind man stood between two pillars. Chains wrapped around his arms, dust filled the air, and thousands of voices echoed through the hall. Laughter, mockery, disgrace. They thought he was finished, broken, forgotten. But they had forgotten one thing. This man was Samson, anointed by the Most High God. And in just a few moments, he would bring an entire empire crashing down. For 40 long years, the people of Israel lived in fear. The Philistines ruled the land like kings. Their soldiers marched through villages without resistance. Fields were taken, homes were burned, families were scattered. Every day was survival. Children grew up knowing only oppression. Men bowed their heads. Women whispered prayers in silence. There was no army to fight back, no leader to rise.
Please mercy!
In sight. But while the people suffered, heaven was already preparing a deliverer. Far from the chaos, in a quiet place, a woman stood alone. She had no child, no future, no expectation of change. Then suddenly, a figure appeared, radiant, powerful, unmistakably divine.
You will have a son. He will be set apart for God from birth. He will begin to deliver Israel. But he must never cut his hair, for his strength will come from God.
And just like that, the angel vanished, but the promise remained. The child was born. They named him Samson, and as he grew, something was different. Strength followed him. Not ordinary strength, but something deeper, something divine. One day, a lion attacked him, fierce, fast, deadly. But Samson did not run. He stood his ground, and with his bare hands, he tore the beast apart. From that moment, the legend began. The Philistines soon learned his name, Samson, the man who could not be stopped. They sent soldiers. He defeated them. They sent more. He crushed them. One day, 1,000 men surrounded him. One man against an army. No sword, no shield, only the jawbone of a donkey. And yet, one by one, they fell. Dust filled the battlefield. Bodies covered the ground. And Samson stood alone, unstoppable, unmatched, feared. But even the strongest man has a weakness. Her name was Delilah. She was beautiful, charming, dangerous. The Philistine rulers came to her in secret.
Find out the source of his strength, and we will reward you greatly.
Night after night, she asked him,
"What makes you so strong?"
Samson laughed it off at first. He lied. He played games. But Delilah did not stop. She pressed him, wore him down, until finally he gave in.
My hair is cut, I will become as weak as any other man.
And that night, everything changed. Samson slept peacefully, unaware. Delilah signaled the soldiers silently. They entered. A blade touched his hair. Strands fell to the ground. One by one, the source of his strength was gone.
Samson, the Philistines are here.
He rose to fight. But something was wrong. The strength was gone. They captured him, bound him, and in one brutal moment, they took his sight. The mighty Samson, now blind, broken, humiliated. They chained him, forced him to grind grain like an animal, the man who once defeated armies. Now, pushed in circles, day after day, but slowly, quietly, something began to return. His hair was growing again. The Philistines gathered in celebration. Their enemy was defeated, or so they thought. They brought Samson into the hall. They placed him between two pillars. The crowd roared. The king laughed.
Lord, remember me just one more time.
He placed his hands on the pillars. Muscles tightened. Chains strained. The ground trembled. And with one final cry,
Let me die with them.
he pushed. The pillars cracked. The temple shook. And then it collapsed. In his final moment, Samson destroyed more enemies than in all his life.